Welcome back to Chaos Hills, where we grow two cities on one map simultaneously. And we're back at one city of our two cities. We're in Douglas, our river town, where we built this road in the last episode. And today we want to continue building in Douglas. And we want to basically split this episode into two parts. We want to start by expanding this low residential neighborhood a little bit in the first part. And in the second part, we want to transition to a mid-sized city. Of course, we want to try to make it as realistic as possible, how we can get a realistic transition from low to not quite high, but at least higher than this low residential neighborhood. Yeah, but that's a problem for the second part of the video. Let us just zone some alleyways and continue this pattern, this low residential space with some southwest buildings mainly. I mean, we mix a little bit up with some North American buildings as well, but mainly we go for the southwest American buildings. They fit good in here. Even it's more a mountain town or a mountain map. And I always start by zoning where this zoning behaves, and where it does not behave, we fill the gaps with some different stuff. We can plop housing with the Plop the Grobus mod, but we also can add some pathways, some parks. Yeah, I want to extend this park, which you can see on the upper side of the screen. And if you like what you see, please consider liking the video. And if you feel very kind today, please subscribe to my channel as well. Thanks so much, guys. And now we have our first new residents moving in very soon, I guess. And we of course need to add some more districts to Douglas. We just have this one Sheffield Glade. So we have Cedar Mills here on the right and Autumn Mills right there, south of the train tracks. So the train tracks split the district. The train tracks are the district border essentially. And I've noticed we only have a high school, so we have a little bit of an education problem. So that's the next thing I want to add in this neighborhood. We want to add this primary school or this elementary school, and it fits perfectly in this space. We even can add all the extensions, and yeah, it is made for it. This space is made for this school. Look at this. Wonderful. And now we go into detail and we detail up the school, we detail up our district, or basically, these are now two districts. So this new development we will detail up. Let's go. And we are getting there in terms of detailing. We go in with a lot of trees. I like to detail a lot. I don't show you the whole process, but if you like see me detail, I'm on Twitch as well. I stream Cities Skylines and other stuff, and I have a Discord server. All the links are in the video description. I would love to meet you there, so consider joining and follow me on Discord and on Twitch. And I like this train line going through this neighborhood. We can even make it look better with those net lanes from El Gondo again. El Gondo is the net lane god, I guess. And yeah, look at this. This is fantastic. Now we go in with a little bit of surface work, and then we blend in this nice train track perfectly into this neighborhood. And before we continue the park, I thought we can maybe slap down one industrial building, just a small one, which does not affect the residents nearby. Just a little detail. Maybe there is some wood or forestry industry going on since there's so many trees here. So let's detail it up very quickly, add some logs, some piles of log maybe to it, and I think this is enough for this space. And then we go in this area where we have this park going on. We want to continue, and I thought maybe a nice big lake would be nice start. Continue in this park. There we go. And then we surround it with some trees, with some path. We have a path pattern going on the outside of this alleyway, which is walkable. We have some dog parks, which we transformed, so we would actually see some people walking in here. We add some more invisible path surrounded by trees, and hopefully we see some life or some more life in this park area. It would be cool. We can also connect it to this pathway we added here next to the houses to fill this weird gap. And then I go in again with a lot of dense tree work. Okay, now with this nice district done, we go to the second part of this video where we want to grow the city in height a little bit. Yeah, we want to go medium height, medium density, and I want to start by adding these nice row houses. We have the US northeast row houses. We have different heights. I want to start with the lowest height of the row houses. So we have those ones, those guys. We can add a whole bunch of those row houses. We mix it up. I want to plop it down. We add different building levels, so we have a good mix going on. And yeah, I want to fill the whole road at some point, but we start here. I think we will see an influx of people, but thank God we have a whole huge road here. And now I want to go into the road builder mod. Yeah, I haven't used the road builder mod that much, but today I want to add some tram tracks, a little future proof. We won't add a tram line just yet, but we will have a dense tram network at some point in the city. This is the plan, and we can start here on this road, and we can maybe lead the tram track behind the low commercial buildings. And look at this, a huge traffic influx, a lot of people moving into those row houses. And on the other side of this new custom tram road, I think it is a good space to continue the low commercial pattern we have going on the whole road. So let's find some fitting buildings and add those into this space. But I also want to add those small residential houses, those row houses in here, some smaller ones. So we have a nice transition going on from the lower residential buildings to some commercial buildings, to these small row houses to the slightly bigger ones. So I think this is a smooth transition to low, or from low to mid density. What do you think? So let's fill in some gaps. And you know what? If you missed the last episode, you may not know, but in front of this road, there's nice space for a huge ditch. Yeah, I love adding ditches. Since the last episode, yeah, El Gondo made those nice ditch net lanes, and there we go. We can add a nice long ditch, continue this pattern we have going on the host road here and there, and build up this ditch. And maybe we can add a bridge to it, so a pedestrian bridge, people can walk over the ditch on one place of the ditch. Maybe that would be cool. So let's continue the row house pattern. I also added a taxi depot. I thought this is a nice addition for this area. It barely fits, but we can make it fit with a little surface work. Let's add some minor detailing to this taxi depot as well. And I'm not sure if we go for yellow taxis in the city. Let me know. I mean, the trains are red and the buses are red, so I think all our public transportation is red, at least at this point. So should we recolor the taxis? Let me know. Should we recolor them into red? Maybe. I'm not sure. Let me know if you have any idea, or if we leave it like it is. Now let's continue building up the ditch area. We surround it again with some EU walls, which I will sink into the ground so we have a nice curb. Then we add some bushes and trees, a little surface work, and then we're good with our long ditch. So I think this area is coming together pretty good, and we have one less space which we want to fill, and I'm not sure what to add here. And water tower, maybe not. Maybe we add some more mid-density residential buildings, some apartment buildings. Maybe we can find something cool. Let's look through all the buildings in the Find It mod, and I think we can find something which is not too big. This is a good height, I think. This is a little bit lower than the row houses, so let's make it a little bit creative in here. We can add some parking lots. I will add some detailing as well, like graffiti and all the good stuff. And maybe a little playground here on the corner of this road. So let's see what we can do with our last build for this episode. Oh yeah, and one thing I want to mention, you can become a YouTube member if you want to support me. It's only 99 cents a month. You get some cool emotes on this YouTube channel. You get a special Discord role where you can get some sneak peeks of my work if you want. So consider it. It is also in the description, linked down below the video.
here.
Hey, Chirpy.
You know, I saw your Planet Pizza build in the previous episode, and I think people would prefer some churros instead of pizza on the main street.
Well, I don't know.
My idea. Build a new Chirpy's Churros, and move that shabby pizza place to a back alley.
Wow, Chirpy. Man, you have to accept some competition.
Always happy to help, Chaos. Bye.
Well, you did not help at all, but bye, Chirpy. Oh man, this bird, I tell you. You can only satisfy him by grabbing the Chirpy Churros mods on PDX. It's also linked into the video description. Man, I got a little distracted from this bluebird again. He always appears here and there in my videos and wants another Chirpy's Churros. I think he never will have enough churros in the city. Anyway, let's continue detailing up the last bits and pieces here, and then we are done. And I hope you liked the video, and I hope I see you guys here in the next episode in Chaos Hills. I'm Chaos Fun. Have a good one. Bye bye.